Good evening. Hope I find you well. Let's talk. Oh no, hymns. Hymns first. I'm visiting a friend in a different place. So we start off with this one that I like. Um, oh Lord my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the the works thy hands had made. I see the stars, I hear the mighty thunder, thy power throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Saviour God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Saviour God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When Christ shall come with shouts of acclamation and take me home, what joy shall fill my heart. Then shall I bow in humble adoration and there proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Saviour God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Saviour God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Isn't that lovely? I love that hymn. And my other favourite one that I sing normally, but I think that's nice for the change, isn't it? So I like this one too. Yep, I like this one. As I kneel before you, as I bow my head in prayer, take this day, make it yours, and fill me with your love. Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum benedicta tu. All I have I give you. Every dream and wish are yours. Mother of Christ, Mother of mine, present them to my Lord. Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum benedicta tu. As I kneel before you and I see your smiling face, every thought, every word is lost in your embrace. Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum benedicta tu. That's lovely. Now let's talk. Good news. Good news, isn't that a good thing to get? Say a visit from a friend that you haven't seen for a bit, and you come in and have a bit of a chat, and you're glad to see them, and you talk about olden times and this, that, and the other, and what's going on here, there, and yonder, on the state of play, all the rest of it, and the good stuff that happens to people, and the middling and the bad, if you like, the good, the bad, and the ugly, as the film said. But oftentimes you get a little bonus from some other place, a letter perhaps, or a card. Now I got one from um, from Pennsylvania, from a lovely person called Sari, and from Pennsylvania, and a beautiful card, and a beautiful card, and it's titled "Thinking of You," and a few little prayers with it as well, little prayers to our Savior Jesus and to our Blessed Mother, I think. And on the card, it's addressed to Christian TV Ireland, Railway Cottage, Oldcastle, County Meath, and the air code AA2WF63 Ireland, and the lady's address there, and the stamps on it are lovely. And they have the stars and stripes on the stamps, and they have the word freedom, which is it's a great way to describe the United States, freedom. We don't often see it that way, but that's the way it is, and it's on the stamps. It's great to see that support, and the marvelous stars and stripes, which I think signifies freedom, doesn't it? And their great constitution that they have. But she sent me a lovely one, and says, John, my mother, and watch you every day. We love you and praying for your health. Love, Sari. Now, that's a lovely little card, and that's the kind of good news that cheers you up, and it shows the sort of concern, and that's in Pennsylvania. And I have other ones in parts of the United States, and in Texas, and all the rest of it, and in Canada, and in Australia, and in England, and of course in Ireland. And it's great to get these good wishes. It sort of gives you a lift and this appreciation, because I had a bit of a what would I call it, constipation there about a month ago, and it was severe, so I had to be up to hospital, and in an ambulance. And so anyway, my own doctor and the practice, they were on holidays the particular week that I got this. So the ones that were doing it and replacing them in some other practice, there'd be a different kettle of fish than the ones that I go to. They're very good, and they deal with you fairly promptly. So when they were back on the Monday, I went to my doctor, Dr. and she was very good, and I got more help there than I got in all this business of the hospital. They don't connect with you. They do what they do, and then you can't have any feedback to say what's happening. And when you inquire, you might be talking to the wall. They're otherwise engaged or something. So there's no follow up, and that's bad. But my local doctor, when I went back, I had no problem in seeing it fairly sharpish in the morning, and recommended something that worked marvelously. And I was back to square one in jig time. And thanks be to God, good since. And I'm visiting my friend Eamon in Palmerstown. Maybe here for a few days, so please God, until Monday. Monday next. So we'll be visiting this, that, and the other. We're good pals for over 60 years. Doesn't time march on? You don't think it's that long. But we hit it off. And this is the beauty of having friends of that caliber all these years, and so on and so forth. And doing, he'd be singing from the same hymn sheet as I sing from. And I think it's a good thing. And the card that I got from Pennsylvania, I think they have the same view of the faith, the Catholic faith, the marvelous gift of the Catholic faith. So thanks, Harry. It was marvelous to get your word, and I wish you and your mother and relations the best of health and peace and happiness. And you get that when you practice your Catholic faith, no question or doubt about it. It's the way, the truth, and the life. So we leave it at that, and good news, and it always gives us a lift, doesn't it? We don't want too much of the negative stuff. When you're going down the road and you meet somebody, how things and so on and so forth, but you don't want to hear a whole heap of old nonsense about anything. Oh, sorry. So bye now, and I'll be doing evening prayer to our Blessed Mother after this and hanging up the boots. Bye now.